today I finally had the chance to sit down and film my July and August monthly favorites. So if you're new to my channel or if you're new to watching beauty videos on YouTube, monthly favorites are basically where I show you my favorite products or makeup products for the month of July or August. But because I didn't do it last month, I've kind of decided to combine them together and show you guys what I've been loving for the month of July and August. So these are my favorites. It's going to be quite a few because it spans for 2 months. So there are a few products here that I want to talk about because I do love talking about how I use them and why I like it so much. Otherwise I feel like if I just show you products, oh this is my favorite, this is my favorite, you really don't get much out of it except, you know, that I liked it for that month. So I'm just going to apologize in advance if this video ends up being quite long, but I'll always list all the products that I've mentioned down below, so you can just refer to that if you don't really want to hear me talk about them for too long. So anyways, I'm just going to crack on and show you guys what I've been enjoying. So I'll start off with brushes. As you guys know, I am a huge brush fanatic. I just filmed I think the most recent video is my brush haul video. If you guys haven't seen that, I'll post the link down below. But if you did watch it, you would know that I bought a bunch of Real Techniques brushes, which are brushes by Samantha Chapman. So they are definitely my favourite for this month. Obviously, I have other brushes that I love to use, like the Sedona Midnight Lace collection and everything like that. But I do really like the brushes. I cannot fault them at all. They're high quality. They're absolutely worth the price. I mean, they can get a little bit expensive if you think about, you know, oh, I'm spending $50 on 3 brushes, whereas in the US they only pay, what, $20 not even. So it can, like, if you think about it like that, it can feel like you're being ripped off, but honestly, even if you bought it for that much, I still think that it is absolutely worth the price. The quality of these brushes are amazing. If you think about it, here in Australia we can pay up to $80 for a single MAC face brush, so I think investing in these brushes, it's justifiable. And you know, obviously it's hard to just pick one kit, so when you do buy several kits and single brushes, it can add up, but I'm telling you, it's worth it. The brush is super soft, and because it is synthetic, I feel like you get more bang for your buck in that you can use it for a lot more things than you would naturally with natural hair fibers. So some standout brushes for me for this month has definitely been the stippling brush. As I mentioned in my previous video, have not yet to date come across a stippling brush that does not shed all over my face, and I don't have to sit there for 5 minutes picking out hairs from my face. So this is a really good one, especially if you have lighter coverage foundations or light consistency foundations. This is really good for buffing that in. I really like this, and I believe you can buy this separately, which is awesome. Another favorite is definitely the Expert Face Brush. I believe this one you can buy separately as well, and it's similar to the Sigma F82. So if you wanted that but didn't want to go online, you can buy these individually from Priceline. And this one is a very dense round top kabuki. Unlike the Sigma where it's completely round, this one's a bit more oval shaped, so you can kind of direct it a lot easier. I just generally think this is a really great brush. It's not overly dense like the Sigma F82, so I feel like you can buff this in a lot better. And I just really like this for the thicker foundations like your Revlon Color Stay, your MAC Studio Fix Fluid. This is a really good one. And the last brush that I just want to talk about real quickly is the base shadow brush. This is amazing. To me, this is like 217 and the 226 combined, because like the 217, it's quite flat but fluffy, so you can use it for blending colors out in the crease. But then like the 226, it also has that tapered tip, so you can just take eyeshadow onto the tip and apply it quite precisely on the bottom lash line or in the outer edge, and use it to darken or deepen the look. So it's really good, and it's probably my favorite eye brush at the moment, but unfortunately I believe you can only get it in a kit. So that's the only downfall. And then one other brush that I wanted to talk to you guys about is not a Real Techniques brush. It's actually a Jemma Kidd Pro. I believe like it's like a flat top foundation brush, not really sure. But I initially bought it because I thought this would be a good flat top brush for foundation. But it is quite tiny, so it's really small. Even compared to the stippling brush, it's very small. But what I found that works really well with this is to blend out the under eye concealer. So rather than using your fingers to blend it out, you can just use this to buff the concealer out. I'm not sure about you, but I hate getting my fingers kind of dirty when I'm applying foundation on and everything like that, so I like to use my brushes where I can. So this one's a really good one for blending out under eye concealer. So that's all the brushes that I wanted to talk to you guys about. I'm just going to move on to face stuff now. The next product I want to talk to you guys about is this Skin79 Super Blemish Balm in the VIP Gold Collection. So if you're new to BB creams, they're basically like a blemish balm or beauty balm. It's like a skincare and foundation all in one. So it has the skincare benefits of like evening out skin tone, reducing like wrinkles and providing SPF. So it's really just like an all-in-one type thing. And I've used BB creams before way back in the days, but I didn't enjoy it at all because I kind of thought that I could use it as a foundation, which I realize now I'm a bit too tan for that. So I've been using it for something else, and that is as a primer and moisturizer prior to applying foundation on. Before I apply my foundation, I always apply SPF or some sort of moisturizer, and I've been using this moisturizer from the Philippines that's kind of like a tinted foundation as well, but it's really light. It essentially is tinted sunscreen, and I figure this is similar to a BB cream, so I was running out of that, and instead of like replacing it with just a normal moisturizer, I thought I'd go ahead and purchase BB cream to replace it. And I just purchased this online from eBay. I did buy samples prior to buying this, and I've really enjoyed it. What I do is I just squeeze a bit out, maybe a pea-sized amount, and then I just blend it onto my face just like that. And then as you can see, it's quite ashy and white, and that's why I go in with a foundation after. If you're quite light, like an NC15, NC20, you can get away with just using this as on its own as a foundation because it is quite thick. It does have some coverage, and a lot of people do enjoy using this by themselves. But if you're more tan like me, you won't be able to get away with using it on its own, so I like to go in with the foundation after to kind of tone down the greyness and then add more yellow and just basically get it right. I found that it works really nicely. It's quite moisturizing, which is nice, and it does act as a primer as well, in that it does help my makeup stay a little bit longer, but not amazingly so. What I don't recommend that you do with this is to use it for nighttime, because it does have an SPF protection of 25. So if you're not aware, flash photography actually bounces back and causes the ghost face appearance in photos. So like that's why some people with their foundations, they look amazing in real life, it looks like it matches, but then you take a flash photo, their skin is white, like their face is white. It does not look cute, it looks ridiculous. So I'd stay away from using any foundation with SPF during nighttime or where there's flash photography. So otherwise during the day, I totally recommend it, especially if you guys have always wanted to try out BB cream, see what skincare benefits it has on your skin tone, but don't know how to quite wear it because you're too tan. Now, in terms of skincare benefits, I can't say it's completely you know, reduced all my wrinkles and everything, because I don't have any, but I will say that I have noticed some improvement in my skin evenness. Has been making my skin tone look more even. I can't say it's done anything for me in terms of like texture or pore wise. I think that's where your skincare has to do more of the work, but in terms of evening out my skin tone, I've definitely noticed a difference. Obviously it's not like moisturizer at night, so you do have to take it off at nighttime. It is still foundation, it is still cosmetics. Moving on to foundations, like I said, I apply foundation after the BB cream, and because of that, what I've been gravitating towards more lately are lighter, thinner consistency foundations. For example, the MAC Face and Body and the NARS Sheer Glow. So the MAC Face and Body I have in C4. This one's really good for sheer coverage, everyday, looks like skin, dewy formula. This is supposedly waterproof and transfer resistant, so it's good for the daytime where you kind of doing a lot of things, running a lot of errands and everything like that. But on days where you want to have more like perfected skin, fuller coverage, and you just want to look a little bit more flawless for that day, I recommend the NARS Sheer Glow, and I have it in medium for Barcelona. I actually really like this foundation. I definitely think it's worth the hype. And don't be alarmed with the name. I understand that it says Sheer Glow, but it's absolutely not sheer at all. It is quite medium to full coverage. It is buildable, and I actually really like it. The reason it took me a while to kind of pick it up is because it has been compared to the the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Foundation, and I found that to be an awful foundation. It did not last on me at all. The coverage was terrible, and of course the color was it didn't match me at all. So I hated that foundation. It was so oily, and I'm not even an oily person, so I thought, oh, if NARS Sheer Glow is going to be like this, I am not buying it. But I went ahead and bought it because of the hype, and obviously being the foundation junkie, how could I resist? So I bought it, and I absolutely love it. Totally worth the hype. Recommend it for everyone. Even for you full coverage lovers out there, try this out because it does offer quite good coverage without the thickness that you know, the other foundations have. So recommend this one. I love this. Another face product I've been loving is the Max Fix Plus. This is like a miracle in a bottle basically. I love this. I've been using it every day before and after my foundation or makeup application, and it's just, if you don't know what it is, it's literally just like a spritzer refresher spray. It's got lots of antioxidants in it, I believe. Got like rose water and everything like that. So how you use this is you can spritz it before applying your makeup to kind of refresh your face, and then you can spritz it after applying all of your makeup to set it. And what I mean by set it is it kind of just it blends everything together into one, so it looks like it's only one layer of anything. It blends into your skin a lot better. It just reduces all the powderiness so that your face doesn't look cakey. It looks more natural and dewy. If you feel like your face is just super cakey and just there's no way of fixing it except by starting all over again, or you don't know what's wrong, if you're just basically having a bad makeup day, nothing's really going right, if you spritz this on, it just blends everything in together and it makes your makeup look 100 times better. It's just amazing. I've had it for 2 weeks probably, and I'm almost halfway. I've already put an order for another bottle, and you can just buy it from the Max store, or you can place an order online. It's $10 for shipping, but it's totally worth it. I bought the full size because I really do love it. Have the Skin79 spray. Don't like it as much as this because, I don't know, something about it just makes it work. Like, the Skin79 spray is a setting fixing spray. The primary use of that is to prolong makeup, whereas this one just reduces the powderiness and cakiness. It doesn't actually make your makeup last longer, but to be honest, I'd rather have good looking makeup than super cakey makeup that lasts forever, and that's where this beats the Skin79 spray hands down. And yeah, I really like it. So definitely check it out. And then another face product I've been loving is this NYX Rouge Cream Blush. I love this blush. It's so good. I haven't touched my NYX Cream blushes in so long, but I picked this one up recently because I was looking for a peachy orangey blush, and this is amazing. None of the other peachy blushes that I owned was like a true orange or a true peach. I found they always had like this pinky undertone to it, which I was getting really frustrated with. This is perfect for tan girls or even lighter skin tones. It's really nice, and it's super emollient and blendable. What I like to do with this is apply it with a stippling brush, so something like this. This is the Tapered Duo Fiber Brush from Creaseless. They've stopped making this, I believe. Otherwise, I'll post a link down below. But you can also get something similar from MAC and from Sigma, if you guys don't know. But this is so pigmented that you really only need tiny dots of it onto the ends of your stippling brush, and then you just blend it out really nicely. If you go in with like a super dense brush like this, be prepared to have like half your face, you know, covered in orange blush. But it's really good, and I've made quite a dent in it in the past 2 weeks. And it's funny because it is totally a summer color, but I can't help myself from wearing this. So before it cut out, I was actually talking about the matte cleanse off oil. I really like this. I find that it works as a cleanse off oil should be, and I do really like oils for makeup removing because it really just breaks up the product because it is oil based. So all the waterproof kind of eyeliners and mascaras that are typically just ridiculously hard to remove are easily removed with this, and then I just go ahead, take a cleansing towelette or even like a baby wipe and just wipe all of the oily residue off, and then I hop into the shower and then, you know, wash my face with the Clarisonic and whatnot. So yeah, it's pretty good. I really like it. I have to try the Bioderma, I think that's what it's called. I have to try that. Apparently that's really good for removing makeup as well. Another favourite of mine is the Makeup Forever Aqua Black Waterproof Cream Eyeshadow. This is actually like a cream liner. It's really good because it literally is waterproof. It does not budge even if you're crying. So it's really good for days when you want your eyeliner to stay on forever. So when I had my grandmother's funeral, I knew I'd be crying, so I just popped this. I used this for the day and my makeup stayed on the whole day. A good tip though is if you know you're going to be crying, just don't put anything in the bottom lash line. Like don't put eyeliner and mascara there. It'll help with keeping everything kind of neat. So I really do like this. But the only problem is that it's not as creamy as all the other gel liners and cream eyeliners that I'm quite used to. For example, the Maybelline and the Essence cream liner, they're a lot more emollient than this. This is actually a little bit more like a drier formula, and it's a little bit harder to work with, but it does last a lot longer. The other ones compared to this smudge so bad, but this one's pretty good. But on an everyday basis, I think that like the Essence and the Maybelline one are great. So another favourite are these Benefit Creaseless Cream eyeshadows. As you guys know, I've been a huge fan of these Benefit Creaseless Cream eyeshadows, except the fact that my favourite colour in Marry Up is actually discontinued. It was like limited edition, I believe, and it's just this gorgeous like mid peachy bronze colour. So that's it there. I'm not sure if it'll pick up, but it is beautiful. I've already bought a backup of this because I do really like it. It's probably one of my favourite eyeshadows or creams I've ever used. And then a new purchase that I've made, as you guys would have seen in my Benefit haul, is the Creaseless Cream eyeshadow in Busy Up. Now this is a hit and a miss in that I love the colour. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's like this rich, deep chocolatey brown with a bit of like a red undertone to it. It's like a lot more warm than it is cool, which I prefer, and it just makes for a super easy smoky, dark brown smoky eye, and it's really just quite a nice colour. What I do not like about it at all is the fact that it's completely dried out. It is really powdery, and I bought this from like the actual Benefit website, so I didn't buy it off of a third party. So I'm actually quite disappointed that Benefit would send out a product that is basically half dried out. I'm actually really disappointed by that, and the fact that their shipping took too long. The packaging came in all battered. I'm just not impressed with the way that they send out their products and just how you receive it. The product itself is amazing. It's brand new. I received it a month ago or something, and I haven't really opened it or used it, and it's like I feel like I've owned it for 2 years. It's all a bit of like a luck of a draw, because like the other Creaseless Cream eyeshadows that I received in different colours were completely emollient. They were not dried out at all, and I was actually really upset that the one colour that I do like is the one that's dried out, so that's a bit disappointing. If you guys know how I can salvage this, please let me know to make it more emollient without ruining the product. That would be really great, and I'd really appreciate it. Otherwise I might just have to pick it up again or like buy it online or something, because I do really like the colour. And I hate that I like it so much. Right, so last couple of things I wanted to talk about, last couple of eye products are these pencils. I have the Maybelline Master Shape by Eye Studio. It's like a eyebrow pencil. This is really good. As you guys know, if you've been watching me for a while, you could probably already tell that I'm a bit lazy when it comes to my eyebrows. A lot of you guys were telling me off in my previous videos. And yes, you're right, I really should pay more attention to my eyebrows. I tend to get a bit lazy and barely groom them, and I don't shape them or define them or anything like that, and the only time that I do is when I go out. But you guys did tell me off, so I figure it's probably time to start paying more attention to them. I've been using this Master Shape, and this one's in dark brown, and it's really nice actually. It doesn't come on too dark, but it also has this really waxy formula that helps your eyebrow hairs stay in place, and it comes with this brow comb, so you can comb the product through your hair and then help it stay in place and kind of shape them. I do like this a lot more than the e.l.f. one, because the e.l.f. one you just kind of comb through them, but then with this one you can draw them on, so you can kind of define the areas that are a bit more sparse and then lengthen the brows as well. And yeah, it's a pretty good product, and I really recommend this one. Another eye pencil that I really have been loving is the Savvy by Designer Brands Soft Glide Eyeliner Pencil in Brilliant Brown, and it's just a rich metallic brown. The texture of this it's very similar to the Milani Liquify eye pencils in that it's really super soft when you initially apply it, but then once it dries it doesn't budge at all, similar to the Urban Decay. I do like this a lot better than the Milani Liquify pencil in the brown one, because it just has more dimension. It's similar to the MAC Kohl pencil in Teddy, you know, that like rich metallic reddish brown color, except this is a little bit more more orangey brown rather than reddish brown. If you've been looking into getting Teddy, try this first. If you're from Australia, it's the Savvy by Designer Brands, and it's only $7 or $8. You really cannot go wrong. I love this pencil and recommend it to everybody. So check that out if you guys are interested in a good eyeliner pencil. So I think that's everything that I just wanted to mention to you guys. Yeah, hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!